Are you tired of SJWs and professional victims using identity politics and Marxist communist ideologies to attack people with more money, wealth, and prosperity than them? If so, I think it's time we start advocating for universal basic income. I know, I don't like the idea either. So before you smash the dislike button, hear me out here. I'm not advocating for a universal basic income because I like the idea. I think it's just a lesser of two evils. I think it's just we don't have a choice. I was just reading a story about a white artist who was going to have her paintings in an art gallery in Toronto, Canada. But the art gallery suddenly got a bunch of emails and phone calls from SJWs complaining that the artist was culturally appropriating the art style of some native indigenous artist. So it was a white woman stealing from the native Indians or some shit like that. And I just started thinking to myself, man, who are these SJWs who got nothing better to do with their time but try to tear people down? I was thinking, man, would that ever happen here in Miami? You know, this mostly Cuban, Hispanic environment, would that ever happen here? And I'm like, maybe it would, but who are these people who have nothing better to do? I'm like, well, most of these moron SJWs are literally in college. They're debt-ridden students who have nothing going for them other than to try to tear down others with this Marxist communist agenda. And I started to think to myself, okay, these people have no futures. I mean, look at the mugshots of the Antifa protesters who were arrested at some of these Berkeley protests, these Berkeley rallies. Look at these Antifas. They're all like 90% of them are white, scrawny looking, just low IQ, retarded looking people. And I'm just thinking to myself, these people are in college. Colleges nowadays, it's pseudo progress. It's pseudo success. Generally nowadays, when you go to college, you're not actually moving yourself forward economically. In fact, you're moving backwards economically because you go into college and you suddenly go $60,000 or more in debt, even though the only reason you go to college is to make money. Yet you go into college and suddenly you're behind $60,000. Colleges is a place where you go to feel like you're moving forward when you're not actually. It's basically a procrastination industry. So you have all these kids buried in debt with no future who aren't interested in truly working hard. They're only interested in telling themselves they're working hard by going to college so they can feel like they're moving forward when, again, they're $60,000 in debt. What do you do with all these people? These millions of people. And now we're entering into an age. This is something I talk about in my book, Success Without School. If you haven't read it, you can listen to the entire first chapter for free. I'll put a link below. Check it out. But it's something I talk about in my book, Success Without School, is that we're entering into an age, the automation economy. More and more jobs are being automated. You know, you go to a fast food restaurant now, there's probably a screen, not a person, a screen where you can order your food on a touch screen and pay there. You don't have to talk to a single human. Robots are taking over these basic jobs. What are these people going to do? What jobs are the people, call them low IQ, call them the less ambitious people, I don't care what you call them, the people at the bottom of the fucking economic totem pole. Well, what are these people going to do with their time when robots take over, okay? And there's just no jobs left for basic, repetitive, menial manual labor like stocking shelves at a grocery store or fucking flipping a burger or being a cashier somewhere with all these self-checkout machines. We're going to have millions and millions of people who get outcompeted by robots, where robots have more economic value than these people. What do you think these people are going to do when they find themselves replaced by robots? Do you think they're just going to like go fucking die in a ditch somewhere with no income? They're going to become SJW commies who are going to try to fucking tear down all the rich people. So it's like there's two extremes. On one extreme, you say, go fend for yourself, fuck off. And then you have to deal with the annoying commies, you know, fucking shutting down art exhibits because a woman culturally appropriated something. And they're fucking, you know, Berkeley protests shutting down free speech. Or you have the opposite extreme, where maybe we supply these people with a universal basic income, give them the bare necessities to get by in life. They have low ambitions anyways. That's why they're in college, generally speaking. That's why they're not good for anything other than fucking gender studies classes. and feminist nonsense. They don't have much to offer the world, so they'll be content on a $30,000 a year income, fucking sitting at home watching Netflix all day. What are we going to do with all these people who aren't truly ambitious people, who would rather just be very passive in life, but still need enough fucking money for bare necessities in life just to get some food? What are you going to do about these people? If you don't take care of them, they're going to become SJW commies. They're going to try to tear down society. So I say universal basic income. Not yet. We're not ready as a society yet for that. But in 20 years, as technology advances more and more, you're going to have to give up a universal basic income. Because what happens is if people don't have anything to offer in the economy, they have to concoct silly bullshit reasons to make it seem like they have something to offer. That's what college is for the most part. It's just a place you go to feel like you're doing something in the economy when you're not. You're actually going negative $60,000 in debt. People need to feel like they're doing something. And you have a lot of arbitrary jobs in the economy. Let's be honest. Probably 80% of an economy is bullshit. Like when you go and you spend $5,000 on a fucking name brand purse, you didn't have to do that. It was completely arbitrary. It was an arbitrary purchase. Okay? A lot of the money circulating in the economy is completely fucking arbitrary. And when people have to, quote, make money, it forces them to do stupid, arbitrary nonsense. Like a lot of these Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme type businesses. There's a million of those. Where like the only way you make money, it's a literal pyramid scheme. Oh, go sell this set of knives, and then you have to recruit other people into the business to sell these knives, and then they recruit people to sell knives, and you're really only making money because the people who are recruited into the business pay money to buy the knives from the owners. Pyramid scheme companies, there's a million of them. The reason there's a million of them is because a big chunk of the economy is arbitrary. You're not actually providing real value. Because there's only so much value you can provide in a fucking economy. So I think it gets to a point where there's certain people at the bottom of an economic totem pole who you just need to give them a basic universal income. Universal basic income so that instead of them going out and rioting and tearing shit down and becoming SJWs at fucking universities pretending that they're working towards an actual degree and getting a job and being economically valuable when they're negative $60,000 in debt, at least they just stay home and watch Netflix all day. And they're not on the streets causing fucking chaos. So maybe that's an argument for universal basic income. Again, I don't like the idea of a UBI, but what's the alternative? Let me know what you guys think. I think this is an interesting topic.
Success without school. Think outside the classroom. My new book shatters the matrix of the school system, exposing the brainwashing done to you and illuminating the path to success. From the truth about intelligence to surviving in a fast-paced, unprecedented economic era.
But not everybody's like that. What should the country do about gun owners or gun buyers?
So he shoots this gun a couple of times, and he's like, the concussion, the smell of it all, it was so overwhelming. I had post-traumatic stress.
Triggered by the Second Amendment? Well, too bad. Trigger some snowflakes with my brand new Triggered t-shirts. Now available. Just click the card above or the link below to get it now.